My dear children, imagine standing in an ancient cathedral as sunlight streams through the stained glass windows. Each color glows with brilliance, deep blue, crimson red, and radiant gold, filling the space with a sacred warmth. The air is still, and you can hear the faint echo of footsteps on the stone floor. In this holy quiet, I speak to your heart. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Just as the stained glass transforms ordinary light into something beautiful, so I transform your future into something radiant with promise. I know how often you wonder about tomorrow. I see the worries you carry, your questions about health, your concerns for your family, your thoughts about whether you will have enough, whether life will unfold as you hope. My dear children, you do not need to fear the unknown, for the future is not an empty space. It is already filled with my presence. I hold your tomorrows just as surely as I hold your today. My dear children, my promises are not fragile words that fade with time. They are eternal, spoken by the one who cannot lie. When I say I will never leave you, I mean it. When I say I will provide for you, I mean it. When I say I will bring you safely into everlasting joy, I mean it. Not one promise has ever failed, and not one will ever fail. Look back on your life and see every step, even those you did not understand, has been under my care. The same faithfulness that carried you through yesterday will carry you into tomorrow. My dear children, do not let fear blind you to the future I am preparing. Fear speaks of loss, but I speak of abundance. Fear speaks of endings, but I speak of eternal beginnings. Fear speaks of uncertainty, but I speak of promises that cannot be broken. Think of Abraham, who looked at the night sky filled with countless stars. I told him his descendants would be as numerous as those lights above. Though he could not see it then, my promise was true. So it is with you. When you look into the unknown and see only darkness, remember the stars. I am filling your future with promises you cannot yet see, but they are real, and they will shine in time. My dear children, you worry about provision, but I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider. You worry about protection, but I am your refuge and shield. You worry about your journey, but I am the way, the truth, and the life. Your future is secure because I am already there, preparing every detail. Do not measure tomorrow by the struggles of today, for today's trials are shaping you for tomorrow's strength. Today's tears are watering the soil of tomorrow's joy. Today's waiting is preparing you for tomorrow's fulfillment. Nothing is wasted in my plan. My dear children, every moment of your life, past, present, and future, is woven into my eternal design. Lift your eyes from what is uncertain and fix them on what is sure. I promised that I will wipe away every tear from your eyes. I promise that sorrow and death will not have the final word. I promised that those who believe in me will never perish, but have everlasting life. My dear children, these promises are not far off. They are already yours in Christ. Even when the road ahead feels hidden, trust that I am guiding you step by step. Just as the pillar of fire led my people through the wilderness, so my Spirit leads you now. I do not call you to know every detail. I call you to trust the one who knows the end from the beginning. And when the future seems overwhelming, rest in this. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. What I have spoken will not change. What I have promised will not be broken. What I have planned will not fail. My dear children, your future is not uncertain. It is secure in me. My dear children, do not be afraid of what lies ahead, for nothing in your future takes me by surprise. I see the path clearly, even when your eyes cannot. I know the twists and turns of your journey, and I have already gone before you to prepare the way. Every detail of tomorrow rests in my hands, and those hands are steady, faithful, and full of love for you. When you look at the days ahead and feel uncertain, remember that I am your shepherd. I do not drive you forward with fear. I lead you gently with my voice. I lead you beside still waters, and I restore your soul. Even when you walk through valleys of shadow, you need not fear, for I am with you. My dear children, your future is not a lonely road. You walk it with me at your side. Think of Israel in the wilderness. They did not know where they were going, yet every morning they found manna waiting for them, every night a pillar of fire to guide them. I was their provision and their direction, and I will be the same for you. Do not worry about tomorrow's bread. It will be there when you need it. Do not fear tomorrow's guidance. I will make the way clear in its time. My dear children, you often wonder, what if? What if I fail? What if things don't work out? What if the future holds disappointment? But I speak a greater word over you. What if my promises are true? What if my grace is enough? What if my plans are better than anything you imagined? Choose to believe in the hope I set before you, not the fears that whisper against you. Your future is not fragile, for it rests in eternal hands. My promises are like anchors cast into eternity, holding you steady when the waters of life grow rough. You may drift, but you will not be lost. You may stumble, but you will not be forsaken. You may face storms, but you will not be destroyed. My dear children, your tomorrow is secure because I am already there. So look forward with hope, not dread. Lift your eyes to the horizon and see that my light is already rising. I am writing a story for you that is good, purposeful, and filled with my love. And when you reach the end of this earthly journey, your forever with me will only just begin. My dear children, the best is yet to come. My dear children, let not your heart be weighed down by uncertainty. Tomorrow is not hidden from me. It is already known, already written, already secure in my hands. I see the beginning and the end all at once, and I am guiding you with a love that cannot fail. What you see as mystery, I see as design. What you fear as unknown, I see as opportunity. What you call uncertain, I call perfectly planned. Do you remember how I clothe the lilies of the field, though they do not labor or spin? Do you see how I feed the birds of the air, though they do not plant or gather into barns? My dear children, if I care for the smallest flower, if I feed the smallest sparrow, how much more will I care for you? Worry cannot add a single hour to your life, but trust in me will fill your life with peace. The future I have prepared for you is not fragile. It is eternal. This world will fade, but my promises will not. Empires rise and fall, but my word stands forever. My love does not change with the passing of time. My grace does not weaken with age. My mercy does not run dry. My dear children, your hope for tomorrow is not built on dead. It is built on the rock that cannot be moved. I know you wonder about the details, what will happen, how it will happen, when it will happen. But I invite you to rest, not in explanations, but in my presence. You do not need to see the whole map when you are walking with the one who made the road. You do not need to hold tomorrow when you are held by the one who owns eternity. My dear children, keep your eyes on me, for the path may not always be smooth, but it will always be safe in my care. The journey may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Every step is bringing you closer to the fullness of my promises. And when you arrive, you will see with joy that every tear, every delay, every unanswered question was leading you to something far greater than you imagined. So, stand firm, not in fear, but in faith. Walk boldly into tomorrow, for you do not walk alone. My spirit is with you, my angels surround you, and my hand will never let you go. My dear children, your future is not something to fear. It is something to look forward to, for I have already filled it with my goodness and my glory. My dear children, take comfort in this truth. Every sunrise is a reminder that I am faithful. Just as the dawn follows the night without fail, so my promises will rise over your life. Even if the night feels long, even if the shadows seem heavy, light is coming because I am the light of the world, and in me there is no darkness at all. Do not let the enemy plant fear about what tomorrow may bring. He whispers lies of failure, loss, and despair, but I speak words of hope, life, and victory. My dear children, I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Do not look at the future through the lens of fear. Look at it through the lens of faith, for I am already there waiting for you. Remember the words I spoke through my prophet, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. This promise has never changed. The same God who guided Joseph from the pit to the palace, the same God who led Israel from bondage into freedom, the same God who raised Jesus from the tomb, is the God who holds your life. My dear children, you may feel as though the road ahead is filled with obstacles, but I will make a way where there seems to be no way. Mountains may appear before you, but I am the one who moves them. Rivers may rise, but I am the one who parts them. Giants may stand in your path, but I am the one who gives you victory. Do not measure tomorrow by your ability. Measure it by mine. Every promise I have spoken is yes and amen in Christ. Not one word will fall to the ground, though time may test your patience, though delays may test your faith. My promises will come to pass. My dear children, hold fast, for I am not slow in keeping my word. I am perfect in my timing. So let your heart rest. Do not live chained to the past, and do not live fearful of the future. Live in the present, knowing that I am with you now, and I will be with you forever. Your story is not drifting aimlessly. It is being guided by my hand, and when the final chapter is written, you will see that every page was marked by my faithfulness. My dear children, I want you to rest in this. I am the God of yesterday, today, and forever. The same hand that shaped the heavens holds your future. The same voice that spoke light into darkness speaks life into your tomorrow. The same love that carried you through every trial of your past will carry you through all that lies ahead. Nothing is uncertain to me. Nothing is beyond my reach. Nothing can alter the plans I've spoken over you. When you feel anxious about what is coming, remember that I am your Alpha and your Omega. I stand at the beginning and the end, and I see the road in its fullness. You may only see one step ahead, but I see the destination. You may only understand the moment, but I hold eternity. My dear children, your journey is not random. It is guided by purpose, and that purpose is filled with hope. Think of the farmer who plants seeds in the ground. For a season, there is no sign of growth, only silence and waiting. Yet, beneath the soil, life is already stirring. So it is with my promises. Even when you cannot see them, they are taking root. Even when all looks still, I am working. In time, the harvest will come, and you will reap with joy. My dear children, I will not fail you. I will not abandon you. I will not leave you to face tomorrow on your own. Even when the road feels rough, I am walking it with you. Even when the night is long, I am the fire that lights your way. Even when you cannot see me, I am still near, closer than your very breath. So, look ahead, not with fear, but with faith. Do not be consumed by the what-ifs of tomorrow, but rest in the certainty of my presence. For surely goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life, and in the end you will dwell in my house forever. My dear children, the future is not something to dread. It is the unfolding of my love, step by step, day by day, until you are fully home with me. My dear children, the path before you may twist and turn, but do not be afraid. For every bend in the road, I am already there. Every valley you enter, my rod and my staff will comfort you. Every mountain you climb, my strength will carry you. Not one step of your journey is outside of my sight, and not one season of your life is without my purpose. When tomorrow seems heavy and your heart grows restless, remember that I am your peace. When tomorrow seems uncertain and your mind is filled with questions, remember that I am your wisdom. When tomorrow feels overwhelming, remember that I am your strength. My dear children, nothing you face will be faced alone. I am your Emmanuel, God with you. Yesterday, today, and forever. Think of my servant Joshua, standing before the land I promised. He felt the weight of fear and responsibility, yet I said to him, "Be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." That same word is for you. Courage is not found in your own ability. It is found in knowing that I am with you. My dear children, when you look at the horizon and wonder if you will have enough, trust that I am your provider. When you look at the road ahead and wonder if you will endure, trust that I am your sustainer. When you look at the future and wonder if you will be safe, trust that I am your protector. All that you need is found in me, and I will never fail you. Do not let your heart dwell in worry. Worry robs you of joy, but trust fills you with peace. Worry drains your strength, but hope in me renews it. My dear children, trade your anxious thoughts for my promises. and you will find rest for your soul. So step into tomorrow with confidence, not because you know what it holds, but because you know who holds it, and that is enough. My dear children, hear this and let it sink deep into your heart. The future is not something to fear, but something to embrace. For I am already there. I have gone before you to prepare the way, and I walk beside you to steady your steps. Behind you, my goodness and mercy follow, and above you, my hand of blessing rests. You are surrounded for behind, within, and around by my love. Do not measure tomorrow by what you see today. What looks like limitation to you is opportunity for me. What feels like the end of a chapter is the beginning of something greater. What you see as weakness, I will use as a stage for my strength. My dear children, nothing is wasted in my plan. Every season, joyful or painful, is a building block for the hope I am preparing. Remember the promise I gave to my people through Isaiah. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. So it is with you. Where you see desert places, I see rivers ready to flow. Where you see dead ends, I see doors about to open. Where you see brokenness, I see new life waiting to rise. My dear children, you often look ahead and ask, will I be enough? But hear my answer, you don't have to be, because I am. You do not walk into tomorrow in your own strength, but in mine, and my strength does not run dry. I am the same one who fed thousands with a few loaves and fish, who calmed the raging sea, who called the dead to life. If I could do those things, can I not also carry you? Lift your eyes and see that I am faithful. Lift your heart and trust that I am good. Lift your soul and rest in the assurance that nothing, neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, can separate you from my love. My dear children, your tomorrow is secure, for it rests in the hands that were pierced for you. My dear children, every promise I have spoken over your life is certain, because I've been faithful. The world may shift like sand, but I am the rock that cannot be moved. Others may make promises and forget them, but I am the God who remembers. What I have declared, I will accomplish. What I have begun, I will finish. Do not let the shadows of the unknown rob you of the joys of today. The enemy loves to plant seeds of fear about tomorrow, fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of what might never come. But I have not called you to live in fear. I have called you to live in faith. My dear children, lift up the shield of faith and let my word be your sword. With these, every lie of the enemy will fall powerless before you. Think of how my servant Joseph endured betrayal, false accusation, and imprisonment. For years he saw only hardship, but I was preparing him for a greater future. What men meant for evil, I turned into good. So it is with you. The disappointments of today may be preparing the breakthroughs of tomorrow. The closed doors may be my protection, not my rejection. The delays may be my way of aligning your steps with my perfect plan. My dear children, your future is not drifting aimlessly. It is guided by my hand. I know the thoughts I think toward you, thoughts of peace, not of evil, thoughts to give you hope and a future. Hold on to this truth when doubt creeps in. Repeat it to yourself when fear whispers lies. Stand firm on it when the world grows uncertain, and do not think the best is behind you. The best is still to come, for I am the God of new beginnings, fresh mercies, and eternal hope. Your story is still unfolding, and every page is written with love. My dear children, trust me with the pen of your life, and you will see beauty rise from ashes, joy spring from mourning, and light shine in the darkest night. My dear children, I know how often you sit quietly and wonder what tomorrow holds. I see the questions that rise in your heart, the worries that weigh on your mind, and the fears that whisper in the silence. But I tell you this, the future is not something to dread. It is something to trust me with. For I am already standing in the days you have not yet reached, and I have prepared the way for you. You may feel like the path before you is hidden, but I am your lamp and your light. I do not leave you to stumble in darkness. Step by step I will guide you. You may not see the whole journey at once, but you will have enough light for today, and when tomorrow comes, I will give you light for tomorrow too. My dear children, you will never walk blind, for my hand is upon you. Think of my servant Moses, standing before the Red Sea with nowhere to turn. The people trembled, but I made a way where there was no way. The waters parted, and my children walked on dry ground. So it is with you. What you see as a dead end, I see as an opportunity for my glory to be revealed. Where there seems no way forward, I will create one. My dear children, I am not bound by time, by circumstance, or by limitation. What feels impossible to you is simple in my hands. What you think is too far gone, I can restore. What you think is too broken, I can heal. What you think is lost, I can redeem. Do not confine me to the limits of your understanding, for I am the God who does immeasurably more than you can ask or imagine. So lift your eyes to me. Fix your heart on my promises. Do not let fear be your guide. Let faith lead you instead. My dear children, your future is written not in uncertainty, but in hope. Your destiny is not in the hands of men, but in mine, and my plans for you are good, eternal, and filled with my love. My dear children, take courage in this. The same hands that stretched out the heavens and set the stars in place are the very hands that hold your tomorrow. Nothing escapes my sight. Nothing falls outside my care. I am not distant from your journey. I am the one who walks with you, step by step, into every new day. You look ahead and see uncertainty, but I see promise. You see obstacles, but I see opportunities. You see weakness, but I see the place where my strength will shine brightest. My dear children, do not let the shadows of what you do not know rob you of the joy of what you do know, that I am faithful, I am near, and I will never let you go. Consider the shepherd who leads his flock through dark valleys. The sheep do not know the way, yet they follow, because they trust the shepherd's voice. So it is with you. You may not see the road clearly, but you can trust my voice, and my voice will never lead you astray. My dear children, tomorrow may bring changes, but I do not change. Tomorrow may bring challenges, but I am your strength. Tomorrow may bring questions, but I am your answer. Every what if that fills your mind is silenced by my promise. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Do not build your hope on what is temporary, for it will pass away. Build your hope on me, and you will never be shaken. My dear children, my kingdom is everlasting, my word is unbreakable, and my love is eternal. These are the foundations of your future, and they cannot be moved. So walk forward with peace, not fear. Walk forward with faith, not doubt. Walk forward with joy, not despair. For I go before you, I walk beside you, and I will carry you when you are weak. Your future is safe because it is held in the nail-scarred hands that prove my love for you forever. My dear children, let your hearts now rest in the certainty of my promises. You do not need to carry the weight of tomorrow, for tomorrow already rests in my hands. The same hands that shaped creation, the same hands that bore the nails for your salvation, the same hands that wipe away your tears, those hands are holding your future with unshakable love. I bless you with peace that silences fear. Let it flow into the places of your heart that still feel restless, like a gentle river filling a dry valley. I bless you with courage to step boldly into each new day, knowing you do not walk alone. I bless you with hope that lifts your spirit above despair, a hope that does not disappoint because it is anchored in me. My dear children, your future is not fragile. It is secure in my faithfulness. Every promise I have spoken over you will be fulfilled. Every step you take is already known to me. Every challenge you face will be met with my strength. Trust that I am not only with you, but ahead of you, preparing, guiding, and protecting you. Take this peace with you wherever you go. Let it guard your mind when anxiety tries to creep in. Let it soften your words when others are harsh. Let it shine through your life as a light to those still searching in the dark. My dear children, you are not just recipients of my peace. You are carriers of it into a troubled world. So walk in confidence, speak with kindness, live with joy. And know this always, you are mine and I am yours forever. My promises over you are yes and amen. Nothing can snatch you from my hand, and nothing can separate you from my love. And if these words have touched your heart, let them not remain only with you. Share them so that others may also find hope. Leave your reflections, that your testimony may strengthen another soul who needs encouragement. Stay connected here, my dear children, so that my voice may continue to guide you and remind you of my promises. Go now in peace, wrapped in my blessing. Let your soul be still, your mind be calm, and your heart be full of joy, for I am with you always, even to the very end of the age.